Hi Gemini, welcome. This is going to be your spiritual reading and we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. So Gemini, when I was meditating on the collective energy, I was getting the song, well, I don't know if the name of it's Holiday, but she says, holiday, celebrate, everything's all right. It's Madonna, is the singer, but maybe some of y'all need a holiday, right? Or you could use a holiday or just a reminder that everything's all right, right? Like everything is going well, everything's going your way, even if it may not seem like that in the moment. You know, things are working out for you, and to remember that, Gemini, and to hold that near and dear to you as you go into June and July. Because I keep getting the lyric to "This will be all right." Okay, so let's see what else we have coming in here for you, Gemini. Some of you also, this could be a busy time as well. I'm getting, there's possibilities for some of you for travel or just to kind of get out of your mundane everyday life, to kind of mix it up a little bit. And that really being kind of encouraged to kind of get out of your comfort zone, try some new things. I actually know a Gemini who went skydiving on her birthday, and I think that is just amazing. I would personally never do it because I'm a scaredy cat, but seriously, talk about thrill seeking. So some of you might go as far as that, like thrill seeking, but they're just saying, hey, you know what, get out of your usual environment, have a little bit of fun. This will be all right. Okay. So the overall energy here is all about empowerment, and it should be, right? Especially given your season is here. So this talks about joining forces with like minds, really concentrating on your strengths. This can feel like a very intense energy. And if not channeled correctly, it could feel a little bit overwhelming, but it's meant to empower you, right? Not to disempower you, but to empower you. And then for some reason, I got the word to disarm you. I don't know what that's about, but let's see. We're going to go into the head space here, Gemini, and then the heart space, and then the bigger spiritual picture, and see what we have coming in. So, Queen of Cups. 5 of Cups. Wow, the 10 of Swords is showing up in the mental space. So it might have been hard to concentrate, you know, especially if you've had a lot going on an emotional level, right? There's a lot of emotional energy showing up, which is really interesting to me. But again, this energy is in place, right, to empower you, okay, to make you better, faster, stronger. And I'm getting that Kanye West song. So this is not the time to be looking back on things that have hurt you. This is a time to be looking forward to your future and to understand that all of the emotional woes and heartaches and endings and betrayals that you have went through have made you a stronger and a better person. And honestly, Gemini, you wouldn't be who you are today if you hadn't gone through what you went through. Now, some of you are not really liking who you are today, and that's the problem, because you're looking too much at the past or feeling the wrongness of a situation, or maybe even the wrongness of yourself. The Spirit is saying, first of all, it sees you as perfection and does not see any wrongdoing or wrongness within you. And so you can let yourself off the hook a little bit, Gemini, and love yourself a little bit more and appreciate who you are today, because you're a survivor, right? And you've been through a lot, and it has made you who you are today. Now, some of you are now past that point of not liking yourself and in this state of empowerment where you are seeing your goodness and you are recognizing that all of this brokenness led to you, right? And seeing it from that different perspective of, you know what? Yeah. Oh, really? I'm a bad bitch. Excuse my language. Or man, because men watch my readings as well. But they're giving me the BB Rexa song. You say you want a bad bitch, you know you have it. Yeah, you are a bad bee. Don't forget that. Anyways, even if you're a dude. Um, but yeah, that's what I feel coming through, right? So, wow, let's go a little bit deeper and see what else we have coming in. The Hierophant. There's also like some change in perspective coming in around relationships and how you feel about one particular relationship. And it's like coming at it from a whole new angle, coming at the situation with a whole new perspective. Okay. Okay. So there's another message coming through before I can even get the cards out. And I was hearing something about after all I've done for you. So some of you could have felt like, you know, you really put yourself on the line for someone and they took advantage, or it's a sense of like, how could someone not see, you know, what you've done for them? Or maybe somebody is feeling this way towards you. And Spirit is coming through with that message to say that, first of all, never do anything in life because you think it will get you something in return. Because that actually works against you when it comes to law of attraction, because there's strings attached. So if you give with the intention of strings being attached, don't be surprised when you receive with also strings being attached. Okay, so there's that message coming through, but also they also don't want you to think about it as like wasted time or wasted energy. Like you could have been putting your energy elsewhere or something. And Spirit is saying it's a silly thought, because you go through things for a reason. And, again, it was not for without, you know what I mean? Like, you're not leaving a situation losing something or less than yourself. You're actually more yourself now than you've ever been because of the situation, and to come into your empowerment. All right. The Hierophant, the Six of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Swords. Woo. And the Emperor. So relationships and commitments showing up in the emotional space. Some of you might kind of want to keep your distance actually at this time. You may need some distance here. I just feel like to get your head right, to get your heart right, okay? To kind of give to yourself a little bit. There's a sense of like emotional exhaustion showing up here, but also this empowered state right behind it. So I feel like whatever you're going through that seems to be emotionally exhausting you, to detach from it a little bit, and that helping you to come into a different perspective or a higher state of being that empowers you. But there's that message here again about like feeling like you gave to a situation that you did not get your due diligence in return for, and just really, really needing to let go of that idea, right? Or maybe if it's someone feeling that way about you, they need to let go of that idea, right? Because nobody owes anyone anything in this life. Right? We're all here. We're born alone, and that is how we will leave. But we always have ourself. We always have our source. And so go into every situation and every relationship with the expectation of, I give because it feels good and for that reason alone. And if you can get into that mindset, get into that mantra, I give because it feels good. And that's the only reason, right? Not because I want something in return, not because I want a commitment from you and a guarantee on that, just because I'm giving because it feels good. If you can do that, Gemini, you will start to manifest others that want to give to you just because it feels good. When you give with pure intention, you always receive it back. But it's got to be truly a pure intention. Not coming from a space of the ego or insecurity or needing a guarantee of something. It's just coming from a space of like, this just feels good. It feels good for me to give. It feels good for me to be present and give my time and energy and love to this situation, to this person, to this whatever. And law of attraction will get a hold of that pure intention, and then it'll line up people, events, places, circumstances that hold that same vibration of pure intention. And woo, talk about getting into a state of empowerment, because then you start to attract that into your life, and it would noticeably change your life, right? So really encouraging you to get into that space, Gemini. And again, I'm hearing that you'll achieve this through emotional detachment. So if you've been spending a lot of time focused on emotions and relationships, need to take a break from that for a while, or detach from that need of that, right? Because it's disempowering you at the moment. And instead to refocus your energy onto the things that you have control over and the strengths that you already have. And maybe remember who you are. Here, remember who the F you are. No. Maybe. I don't know. My guides don't speak like that, but sometimes it's good to remember who you are, you know what I mean? And be like, you know what? I don't have to put up with this. I don't have to feel like this anymore, because I love myself, because I'm worth it, because I'm worthy, because I'm love, because I'm liquid love, because I'm divine. If you don't talk to yourself like that, if you don't talk to yourself like you're in love with yourself, then you are probably not in alignment most of the time. Then you're not truly loving yourself. Most people are afraid to love themselves because society will have you believing that that makes you vain or egotistical or narcissistic. Not saying those qualities don't exist, but that's just people who are trying to teach you out of your empowerment. Because listen, somebody who doesn't like themselves very much is easy to manipulate and control. But someone who's in love with themselves, that chooses themselves, that puts themselves first, is very difficult to manipulate and almost impossible to control. So if there's any other rhetoric going on in your mind other than I'm beautiful, I'm divine, I'm love, I'm worth, I'm guided, I'm protected, then if there's anything other than that going on in your mind, then you need to get right with yourself and start loving yourself more. Start loving yourself more. It's not wrong to say those things to yourself. It's not wrong to be completely in love and in adoration of self, because you are the only one living and being and breathing your experience. And so if you don't love this vessel, then things aren't going to go your way. So you got to love the vessel, because you attract how you feel, primarily how you feel about yourself. So if you're really, really in love with yourself, you attract things in life that are also in love with you, that are in alignment with that love. I hear that Justin Bieber song. And if you like the way you can much, you can go and love yourself. All right, so let's see what else. The Chariot, the Knight of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, this reading is all about like time to take your power back, Gemini, and see things move forward. Again, there's that message here about possible like movement, travel, communication coming in around that, possible for this time frame. But I feel like you're ready. Okay, so things are lining up and starting to feel more confident. And you know what? Learning how to detach when you need to detach, right? Learning how to walk away when you need to walk away, how to unfocus yourself on something when you know it's not serving you, right? Because some of y'all have gotten too wrapped up in focusing on things and issues that, first of all, are not in your highest good to continue to think about, but also you really have very little control over, so why think about it? It's like, detach from that. Give your mind a break. Meditate. Spend some time alone if you need to, but then get right back on your horse. Remember who you are. Empower yourself and move it forward. Let's see what the law of attraction has to say. What is the law of attraction? Sorry, just checking the time. Also, there could be movement and communication coming in from a fire sign or a Taurus, FYI. And if that's the case, before making any decisions, take a moment to think about, okay, to think things over. Don't make any impulsive decisions, okay? Especially when it comes to deal with relationships. This says, everything is always working out for me. That's what it says. Wasn't that what I was just saying? That says nothing ever goes wrong because every piece of contrast, no matter how wrong it seems, is always helping you to clarify what it is that you want. And that's the thing that we want you to remember most of all. The contrast, no matter how it looks in any moment, is contributing to your expansion. The thing that you call things going wrong in your life are actually only the distance between the things that are so right and your current perspective about them. This is trying to help you understand, Gemini, that everything is always working out for you, even when it appears on the surface that it isn't, right? And so when life throws us blows and woes and all of that, it's just to redirect us, to refocus us, sometimes to wake us up, you know, to our own power, to our own love, so that we can love ourselves a little bit more, right? And this is all about empowerment and loving yourself and understanding that you're supported and everything is working out for you. So, wow. Gemini. Very interesting reading. I'm going to close it there, but signs you might be dealing with or have in your own birth chart. I have Cancer, Taurus, Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius are the primary signs I'm seeing. But it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give my page a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos over there. Carrot Time with Dana, all of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section of my YouTube, where you can also find the donation link. If you'd like to donate, you can do so there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste.